So I actually have a few folks that, sorry, I'm trying to hold the mic and figure out what I'm saying. So Ed asked me if I could give a speech on his behalf. So I'm going to do my best, Ed. So it's Jaz's younger brother. So, good evening, ladies and folks. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Nicholson on their special day, and may they be blessed with love and happiness. He's like, Michelle, welcome to the family. He's like, you're a sister that I've never had. I love you, and I really, really hope. Hang on. Let me try again. I love you like a sister. You're the sister that I have, and you mean a lot to me. Jazla, brother, I owe you my life. You're everything and more. We've had our good times and our bad times, and in all reality, I only remember the good times. We have a strong relationship, and you mean the world to me. You're always my role model. You're my role model for life. So may we all have the greatest celebration on Jared and Michael. Jared and Michelle. No! I can't read. DJ Michael.
Good save.
And may they have the most wonderful marriage forever.
It is!
I apologize for that, Mish. That's unacceptable. Hang on, I got a text message. There's a message on my phone. I love you, babe. So, Mike's older brother and his wife and their little baby, Jared, lived in Miami for 2 years with Michael's older brother and us. That's the story. And they asked if I could relay a message. Jared and Michelle, congratulations on your wedding day. We are so happy for you, and we only wish that we could have been there to celebrate. But we will raise our glass to you, both for a lifetime of happiness together. Much love, Jonathan, Nola, Reed, Cornish, in Florida, USA. And lastly, I'd love to give a shout out to Damien Marshall. I can guarantee that no one will be here more than him. Now for my speech.
Can we get a drink first? This is what you're talking about.
I'm going to try not to read it, but I probably will. Mesh, you look wonderful tonight. As I saw you walking down the aisle, I was blown away by your beauty. You truly look like a princess. Then I glanced over to Jared, and I really wasn't impressed with his short, little, bold, knight in shining armor. I honestly at one point thought I was in the middle of a movie titled Beauty and the Beast. Mitch, I look around the room at all the familiar faces, and I'm pretty sure at one point every Benoni guy here wished that they had the pleasure of marrying you. Except me, obviously. I was like, I don't want to toot your horn, but I really feel at one point that you were giving Charlize Theron a run for her money. Mish, I'm extremely impressed by your relationship. For once, I feel like it's equal instead of some girl just running over Jazz. I was like, clearly you must love him. You guys have like 37 pet names. Snooky, Boo-Boo, Poo-Poo. Like, I don't even know where to begin. Now for mate Jazz. I've known Jazz for 20 years, and it hasn't been easy. Jazz, the experiences we've had have just been unreal. The time we scuba dives in the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, climbing Camp Mariajara, and running with the bulls.
Oh my god. No, did it really
hang on, sorry. Scuba diving, the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, climbing Mount Everest, which is a lot easier than Kilimanjaro.
Hey!
And running with the bulls in Spain. None of those happened. However, there was one particular moment in my memory that really sticks true. when Mike and I lived in Miami, Jared had just got out of a very, very, very serious relationship. It had been about 3 months. He declared his undying love again for the second time. His heart was broken. So we went to the local grocery store, kind of like a spa, and at that time we were still running low on cash. So we went and we decided, hey Jazz, we're going to have a bra today. I know you're having a difficult time. Today we're going to bra, we're going to drink, we're just going to have a good time. So I was with Mike, I was with Jazz and myself. So I said to Jazz, I was like, I'll pick up the booze. Mike is going to pick up the salads and the rolls. And Jazz is going to pick up the meat. So I went first, paid, everything was good. Mike went next, no worries. Then Jazz goes up, and there's this old guy behind him. So he swipes the meat, and this guy looks at him and says, "You single, aren't you?" So I'm thinking to myself. So Jazz is obviously very, very sensitive. So he swipes the rump steak, looks back, doesn't say a word, very emotional. Swipes the sausage, the guy says, "Yo, you're definitely single." So he's like, "What's going on? You can clearly see I'm having a hard time." Then he goes, swipes some other meat. And then finally he says, the guy says again, "You're definitely single." So Jared's so annoyed, he says, "Yeah, I am, what's the problem? How do you know?" He's like, "Because you're so ugly."
No. No.
No, that was not a true story. That was a bad joke. That was a damn good joke. In terms of a friend and a brother, I couldn't ask more of Des.
I'm sick of that shit.
Relentless.
I left South Africa 12 years ago, and believe it or not, it's not really easy being away from family and friends. I look at that table, I have Des, I have the Darlings. Who else is over there? I have the Cornishes, I have Brad. I am truly, truly blessed to have the best mates in the world. And I'm so fortunate to have Jazz as one of my top mates. There has not been a time in the 12 years that I've been away where if there's been any issue, as small as it is, as big as it is, that I could always rely on these boys. And Jazz has always been there for me. He's the guy that I'll take a bullet for. Take a bullet for all the guys, I'm like 50 cents. Jazz, you're a legend. As long as you continue to put your heart and your soul into the relationship, like you do with your family, with your friends, and everything that you do, I have 100%
Confidence.
faith, confidence, what else? Go, say it again. That you will be truly successful, mate. I aspire in many ways to be who you are. You are a legend, my mate. And I wish nothing more for your success. I think I have a couple more notes, hang on. One last thing. The priest made a very, very valid point. He said, treat your love like you treat your body. Jazzy, do not treat Mish how you treat your body.
Boys, he's ripping him, man.
Lastly, Jazzy, you're up for a speech, son.
Hey, what up,